The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, Dan Passarelli here. How are you feeling today? I am super excited today to talk about how professional traders are literally giving away their best October trades and nobody else knows how to see them. Crazy thing, right? Now, before we get started, I need to point out options are not for everyone, and you should read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. Now, I'd like to make sure that you can hear me and that I can see your questions and that you can find the questions box so that you can participate and get the most out of this as possible. Please go to the questions box and tell me, what would it mean to you if you could massively increase your win rate on your option trades? Hit that questions box for me. What would it mean to you if you could massively increase your win rate on your options trades? I want to know. That'll help me know that you can find the questions box. I can see your questions. You can hear the answers, because we got a lot of great things to talk about tonight, and it's pretty important that we can communicate with each other, isn't it? So what would it mean to you if you could massively increase your win rate on your options trades? George says more consistency. Exactly. That is exactly what it's all about, is it not? Oliver says retire early. I like it. Estelle says awesome. One word. Okay, great. Sterling says it would mean a great deal. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? All right. Well, I just want to jump right in here. Think of your usual trade size. Maybe that's like a 5-lot trade. Maybe it's 50 contracts, or maybe just a 1 or 2 lot. If you knew a trade was going to be a winner, like crystal ball scenario, would you trade your normal trade size, or would you trade it a lot bigger? Huh? What do you say? Well, bigger, of course, right? The more confidence you have, the bigger you can trade. And that is how you make more money. So look here. On September 26th, 500 call credit spreads traded in NVIDIA. Now, the next day at expiration, the person who made that trade could have locked in a $63,000 winner. That's a pretty nice one-day profit, isn't it? That's a pretty big trade. And that's a lot of confidence in that trade. Now, question for you. Who is making these trades? Like who's trading 500 of these contracts and, locking in a $63,000 winner? Well, it's the Wall Street traders, the professionals, the guys who people say are always taking their money. These are the people that we love to hate. The professional traders that trade for the big institutions like Goldman Sachs, who made $43.3 billion last year, or $46.3 billion last year. How is that remotely possible? $46 billion? These institutional traders are the same people who made billions leading up to the 2008 financial crisis that left a lot of people out of work and at risk of losing their homes. And in fact, a lot of people did lose their homes. Look, When you're in Chicago or New York and you see that 27-year-old pull up to the valet at the steakhouse in the shiny new red Ferrari, well, guess what he does for a living? And then there's the high frequency traders whose firms pay $10 million to build microwave towers so their order gets to the exchange before yours by 3 milliseconds and you're left out in the cold. How can we compete? But one thing that's undeniable is that they're smart. You don't get to that level without having figured some stuff out. We still don't have to like them or trust them. We can still disparage them every chance we get, but they make money because they know exactly how to do it. The bad guys. Are these institutional traders our friends? Well, yes, actually they are. Why? From today forward, these traders are going to help us with our trading every single day on a daily basis. Just imagine that for a minute. There's a way to have institutional traders share the trades they're making with us real time. They do all the work. We see their trades and we trade those trades right alongside them. This is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you a way to trade high probability trades so you can boost your win rate and profit more on each trade, all while reducing risk. And you'll do it by actually seeing the trades professional traders are trading real time without them even knowing. I know, sounds great, right? And at the end of this training, I will share how you can take the next step so that you can start getting these results right now. Is that a fair deal? Yes, hit that questions box. Are you liking this? Is that a fair deal? Hit that questions box again for me and give me a big old yes, yes, yes. Oliver says yes, all caps exclamation. George says yes. Estelle says absolutely. I love it. You guys are fired up tonight, man. This is really, really great. Walter says yes. Excellent. Sam says yes. Ricky says yes. Paul says yes, yes, yes. Love it. John says yes. Sterling says yes, yes, yes. Good. Good, good, good. Andre says yes. Now, be sure to stay until the end of the training. The most important things I will share are going to come later. Also, to keep the focus, I'm going to hold all questions. If you have a question, write it down. I'm going to get to it later. So, let's keep it positive and let's have some fun. Once again, I'm Dan Passarelli. I traded down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange for many years, wrote 2 of the most popular books on option trading. I've worked with every major options broker and options exchange in the US and abroad, and I get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. But this is also who I am and what I do. And these are the important things. The most important thing to me is my family. My kids, my wife, Kathleen, who many of you know, she's been part of the Market Taker family now for a few years. Previously, she was a copy editor, what you might call a proofreader for some well-known publications. Now she proofreads our articles as well. She catches our mistakes. She's the person who makes authors look smart because anyone can make a mistake. She even helped me by proofreading parts of my book before submitting them to my publishers. Kathleen and I also have our adult children, Sam and Isabel, and one of the things we all like to do together is travel. We enjoy new cities, learning about new cultures, nature. We enjoy food and wine. We've been all over the world together. We're also a musical family. We enjoy listening to music and playing it as well, and these are the things that are important to me. And trading helps me be able to do them. Now let's talk about you. I know some of you are just starting out. Some are already doing pretty well, and some of you have been struggling for a while. Whatever your level of success is now, You believe you can always do better, right? And maybe that means having a little more freedom to take time off and play golf or whatever it is you do, fishing. Or actually taking that 3 to 5 day vacation to a dream beach home and an Airbnb with friends and family. Or maybe being able to give more to your family members, put your kids or grandkids through college. Now, listen, here at Market Taker, I'll never preach about how trading can get you that brand new Ferrari, because that's just not us. But what if you could learn a life skill, trading, that allowed you to be able to go purchase, like, a fun Mustang convertible or something to joyride in on a nice summer day? All this is possible. And I know Mustangs or Corvettes or whatever are not for everyone. Many people like practical cars, the simple workhorses. In fact, even the folks that I know who have a fun sporty car, they also have a practical one too. Something to drive the kids and all their equipment to soccer practice in. Something to get you from here to there that is reliable. That'll get you 200,000 miles over the years. That you can consistently use over and over again through snow or rain or shine or whatever, no matter what. Maybe you love flashy stuff, maybe that's not your thing. But either way, life is easier when you have one thing you can rely on. That one vehicle that provides consistency that you can count on. What I'm going to share with you today is exactly designed with consistency and reliability in mind. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I mean, we're not trying to do it slow either, right? Don't get me wrong. Maybe we can call this a consistent wealth building strategy. It's about drastically increasing your win rate with high probability trades to produce consistent profits over and over again. So you have that one part of your overall trading strategy that you can rely on no matter what. Now, consistency is not guessing. It is measurable. It's using probability to increase your odds of winning and produce a positive return over and over. And in order to do that, we've got to put multiple criteria on the side of every trade. And one of those things is time. So look, we've all heard the phrase time is money, right? But in fact, one is more valuable. I'd say anyway, right? What would you say? Yeah, it's time. Everybody knows that. Because you know what? You can always make more money, but you can never get your time back. And this is what I love about this, your commitment. You invested your time in being here today. You took that first step. Warren Buffett says the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. It's true, right? I believe it 100%. You've already invested your most valuable asset. Keep moving forward. Reap the returns. Now, speaking of which, let's talk about option trading. In option trading, time literally is money, or at least time becomes money. And the reason is because options provide more ways of making money. One of the most important of which is time decay. As time passes, options lose their value. This helps certain traders who know how to put time decay to use. Time passing creates money. And that last bullet point, that might seem counterintuitive, that time passing creates money, because a lot of traders buy options, but I like to say, if you can't beat them, join them. Put time on your side. Instead of buying options and being at a disadvantage, many traders sell them. In fact, selling options is actually more popular than buying them because it's a way to make money by time passing. Now, one thing about selling options is that if I just sell an option, I could end up with small profit potential, but much bigger risk. So we need to be strategic. There are two limited risk, very strategic option spreads that are at the heart of all option trading. So much that I call them the mother strategies of option trading. The mother strategies of option trading are credit spreads and time spreads. If you can master those two strategies, you will have all of option trading mastered. And the reason is simple, because nearly every option strategy is made up of one or both of those strategies. It is important to get credit spreads and time spreads. Right now, I'm going to share the inner workings of credit spreads and walk you along the path to putting them to use. Now, there's two types of credit spreads: call credit spreads and put credit spreads. A call credit spread is when a trader sells a call, usually at or out of the money, and buys a higher strike call with the same expiration on the same underlying. A put credit spread is when a trader sells a put, usually at or out of the money, and buys a lower strike put with the same expiration on the same underlying. So pretty simple. We're going to go through some examples of this. And if any of those terms are new to you, don't worry. Throughout this training and afterwards, we're going to cover everything you need to trade these with the skill of a professional trader. Now, an important takeaway is that because they're both call and put credit spreads, this method of trading works in both up or down markets. It doesn't matter. To be clear, these are not directional trades. They're not bullish or bearish trades, really. Basically, with a call credit spread, as long as the stock doesn't rise above a certain point, the short option strike price, the trade can make its maximum profit. So, it's a not bullish trade, right? It's a not very bullish stance. It's not really bearish, it's just not bullish, right? And with put credit spreads, as long as the stock doesn't fall below the short put option strike price, the trade can make its maximum profit. So a put credit spread is more like a not very bearish trade. They're not bullish, but it's just not very bearish. These are what many traders call a line in the sand trade. As long as the stock stays on this side of the line, it wins. So let's go through an example so you can see what I mean. Let's say a trader is studying Citigroup stock and thinks it's not likely to rise above a certain point. Maybe there's resistance at $54 a share. Well, the trader can position him or herself to make money as long as Citigroup doesn't rise above $54 a share over the next 10 days by selling the 54 calls that have 10 days to expiration, and at the same time, as part of the same trade, buying the 55 calls. So they sell the 54 calls at 49 cents, buy the 55 calls at 28 cents. So collect 49, pay out 28. This trader collected a net credit of 21 cents, okay? Collected a net credit of 21 cents. Now, 21 cents of option premium is $21 of money. And this is a 10 contract trade, so that's actually collecting $210. As long as the stock stays below $54 a share for the next 10 days, this trader can make up to $210 on this 10 lot and do so with limited risk because we're protected by buying the 55 strike call. Now let's talk about probability. This is a probability curve. The horizontal axis is the stock price. Vertical axis is the probability of the stock being at said price. What I have here is a bell curve. Most finance professors who, professors, they love to get technical and use fancy terms. They will say that stock prices are technically log-normally distributed. So this graphic being a bell curve is not technically exactly correct, but it's close enough. Now, to make it simple, here's what this shows. The middle is where the stock price currently is. The higher part of the curve here says smaller moves are more probable than bigger moves. Now, if we're looking at, say, a 30-day period, if the middle line is today's stock price, most future prices would fall here, close to where today's stock price is. But a small number would have closing prices farther away from where the stock is now. Now, another huge implication that this has is that finance professors assume that a stock has about a 50-50 chance of heading higher or lower. There's a slight interest rate component there, giving a small bias to the stock going up, but this is basically how finance professors think about it. It's like 50-50. Now, that said, we are going to talk about how we can change those odds more in your favor later in this presentation. Now, because in this case, the stock was at 52.61 when the trade was put on, and we sold the 54 calls, we have a head start in making money. Let's go back to that professor math. If the stock is at 52.61 and there's about a 50% chance of it being lower at expiration, that 50% of occurrences, well, they'd all be winners over here, right? Then for the other 50% of the time, when it goes up above 52.61, some of that time the trade will be a winner too. Only if it's trading far enough above the strike price at expiration does the trade lose. And that's why credit spreads are naturally high probability trades. And that has huge implications. Because first, the objective is not to like do this once and retire, right? To make one trade. It's to make these trades that have a much better chance of winning over and over again, every day. More wins compounded over time can grow your account exponentially. And that's great if you have a small account and want to grow it into a bigger account. And hey, you know what? It's even great if you have a big account and want to grow it yet bigger. Question, what if you only had 30 minutes a day to trade? Well, there are some trading styles that would be impossible with that time constraint. Day trading, gamma scalping, momentum trades on short time frames. These are all impossible to trade for people with busy schedules. But credit spreads make money as time passes. They're not urgent like momentum trades or day trades. They're ideal for traders with busy schedules or for traders who have the time but just like to spend it better doing the things they like. Now, with our trades, we have to look at more than just the win rate. We need to talk about risk, because every trade is a balance of probability of success versus risk reward. Let's look at that Citigroup trade again. So if a trader sold this credit spread and collected the 210 bucks and held it all the way till expiration, and the stock stayed below $54, it's below 54 at expiration, the options would expire and the $210 would be the final profit as shown by this blue line here. Now, if the stock rises above 54, the trade might still be a winner. The credit from selling the spread was 21 cents. So the actual break even is $54.21. Below 54.21, the trade wins. Above there is where the trade loses. And we're going to talk more about the loss in a second. It's important. Now, first, as you can see here, the stock is currently at 52.61 right here, right? There's about a 50% chance of the stock going down, and if it does and is trading lower at expiration, that leads to the max profit. Then there's a 50% chance of it going up, and some of that 50% would also be the max profit. But then, if it goes up until we get to $54 a share, if we're above there, that's when this trade starts getting worse. So the odds of success, they're overwhelmingly in your favor. But I want to be clear about something. You do stand to lose more than you stand to win. While the maximum win is 21 cents of option premium or $210 of money on this 10 lot, the maximum loss is 79 cents. We calculate the max loss by taking the difference between the two strike prices, so 55 minus 54, minus the credit. So that's $1 minus 21 cents is 79 cents. In this case, the risk is more than 3 times the profit. Like I said, there's a balance between probability of success and risk reward. So we need an edge above and beyond just the probability of winning. And this is what is different about our approach to trading credit spreads. We get that edge, so the odds are overwhelmingly in your favor above and beyond the simple approach that everybody else uses on credit spreads. What if we could find a bunch of credit spreads that are high probability trades to start out with, Then we take all of them and see which meet certain criteria that would make it an even higher probability of winning, above and beyond that simple professor math. And then we take only the trades with the best probability versus risk reward of those. We cherry pick them. Now that would be powerful, would it not? Remember this guy, those professional option traders? Well, let's talk about this guy again. I used to be this guy, or at least a guy just like him. That was before I chose to work with you to beat guys like him. In fact, I know this sort of guy so well. I actually have a picture of him from when he was a kid. You want to see it? Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, this is probably him, right? They take your lunch money, eat your lunch, make you do their homework, and now they dominate the financial markets. Are they mean? Yeah, they're mean. Some of these guys, they just take and take and take. Do they cheat? I don't know, maybe they do. But you know what? Like I said before, they're smart. You can't be a professional trader, not for very long anyway, without having figured some stuff out. So say what you will about them, and you're probably right, but they know how to make money. So I have a question for you. What if you knew what the professional traders were doing? They'd find good trades, they'd do all the research, they'd trade them, and you'd know exactly what they're doing the very moment they do it, without them even knowing. It's kind of like having the bully do your homework for you. Wouldn't that be great? But one thing we know is that sometimes even the smartest people make mistakes. So after the bully does our homework, we're going to proofread it to make sure it's right. This whole system is predicated on them being right. But you know what? They're not always right. But you know what is right? Methodology. Our methodology proofreads what they're doing. So we not only have trades from super smart people, but we're only taking the best of them. Make sense? And I call this the genius method. After seeing what professional traders are trading, we verify the technical setups using support and resistance, that we can sell options that are overpriced and that there's no planned announcements that can cause the stock to lose. And this is how we get an unfair advantage. We see what the professional traders are doing right there on our computer, so we're getting all of their unfair advantages. Plus, we screen them with our time-tested methodology to take only the best of the best. This does what no computer or human can do alone. It combines algorithm technology with hands-on screening. Now, before I get into how to see some of the trades that the institutions are making, let's first take a look at what this looks like in real life. Now, here is a simple example. On September 19th, at 1:02 and 0 seconds in XOM, an institutional trader sold 2,410 of the September 27th 118 120 call credit spreads at 62 cents. So that means the trader sold short 2,410 of the September 27th 118 strike calls, and at the same time, as part of one trade, bought 2,410 of the September 27th 120 calls. So that's a call credit spread. Same expiration, two different strikes. Now, because the 118 calls are a lower strike, they had more premium. Thus, the trader took in a credit when the trade was made. Now, in this case, that was 62 cents per contract. 62 cents of option premium is how much of actual money? $62. Multiply that times 2,410 contracts. Now, if this trader held that trade until expiration, which was, in this case, just about 8 days later, he or she could have made $149,420. Wow. What if you were alerted about this trade the second it happened? Well, a small trader following along and trading just 5 contracts could have added a quick $310 to his or her account. Now, look, $310 might not look like a lot compared to $149,420, but imagine doing this many times over and over again. This is what leads to this being a consistent wealth building activity, even and especially for smaller traders. And, bigger traders might consider trading somewhat bigger trades. I mean, the scales. A trader who typically trades 10 lots could have brought in $620. A 20 lot trader could have made $1,240. And that's just holding it straight until expiration, very little management or effort. Now, here in Alphabet on September 19th, at 2:04 and 52 seconds, 3,690 of the September 27th 165, 167 and a half call credit spreads traded at 71 cents. So this trader sold 3,690 of the September 27th 165 calls, right? And at the same time, as part of one trade, bought 3,690 of the September 27th 167 and a half calls. So this is a call credit spread. Its advantage is that it's a not very bullish trade. Stock can go down, it can stay the same, it can go up a little bit, doesn't matter. As long as it doesn't go up too much, the trade's a winner. Now imagine you see this trade the millisecond it happens. Well, a trader trading a 5 lot credit spread could have added before I even cover that, I forgot about this. As long as the stock stays below the strike price of $165 between now and expiration, this trader would make a $261,990 profit. Yeah. Now, imagine that you see this trade the moment it happens, right? Well, a trader trading 5 lots could add $355 profit. 10 lot traders could have brought in $710, and that would be $1,420 on a 20 lot. And these are not super time sensitive trades like day trading or something. The price often doesn't change all that much over short periods of time, because remember, with credit spreads you make money by time passing. So even if you don't see it right away, and say you notice it an hour later, it's still possible to participate in the trade. And we get these every day. And I want to zoom in on the timestamp on this one. I think you're going to find this interesting. In Apple, on September, what day was this? I want to say this was September, I guess it was, September 24th. I'm sorry. On September 24th, at 3:33 and 8.759 seconds. So that's down to the millisecond we trace these. A big trader traded 354 of the September 27th 220, 225 put credit spreads at 75 cents. All right, so that's a pretty big trade. Then 102 milliseconds later, 607 more put credit spreads traded at the same price. Now we're getting into some big numbers, but then about 28 seconds later, 1,375 more of these spreads traded at 74 cents this time. If this trader held this trade until expiration, which in this case just 3 days later, and the stock stayed above $225 a share, at expiration, he would have made $173,825. Pretty great trade, huh? I mean, these are the masters of the universe here. They're the smartest traders out there. Even a small trader following along, trading just a 5-lot, could have added $375 to his or her account. 10-lot traders could have added $750 in profit. And on a 20-lot, that would have been $1,500. So these are just a few examples so you get a feel for how this works. And I have dozens of examples of how all this works I'll be sharing in even greater detail in a boot camp video class. Now, in just a few minutes, I'll share how you can get access to the video recording of a half-day boot camp that we have recorded for you, waiting for you right now. Now, any professional athlete or anyone who has ever graded anything for that matter, got to put in the effort. They have to get up 2 hours before everyone else to get in their extra practice. Traders do that too. But you know what? I've been doing this for a while. I don't want to get up at 4 a.m. to do all the research. One thing I know is that the big institutional traders, they're already doing that. They have whole research teams that give them the information. So why double up efforts? If you're like me, you get a lot of messages, and some of them are important. If you didn't open the email or text I sent you about this training, you could have missed one of the best trading opportunities I've ever shared. But you know, with notifications, you get some noise too. What if you could get just the most important messages, skim them over on your lunch break or whatever, and get all the information you need all in one place without the noise? You see just what's important, what I like to call purposeful notifications. Wouldn't that be great? Well, by now, we've covered a lot. Would it be okay if I show you a way to take what you learned here today and make it fast and simple so that you can start getting consistent results? Hit that questions box. Give me a big old yes. Would it be okay if I show you a way to take what you learned here today and to make it fast and simple so that you can start getting consistent results, a consistent wealth building activity? Walter says, please, exclamation. George says, yes. Estelle says, yes. Oliver says, absolutely. Yes. I love it. You guys are here to freaking make it happen. Andre says, yes. No, we got 2 Georges here. Another George says, yes. Awesome. You guys are great. Lisa says, yes. Good. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, Paul says, yes. Well, guess what? Sterling says, yes, yes, yes. Credit Spread Genius is officially here. Every day, you'll get real-time alerts when traders are trading a large volume of credit spreads to open a new position. You'll be the first to spot these trades so that you can participate in the biggest trades in the market by using my proprietary trade triggers to see exactly when the trade is happening real time. Then just follow a simple checklist to proofread it. It's all extremely simple. Now, I'm sharing this now so you can start getting the results that you deserve, like this one on September 19th in SQ. A trader could have followed the institutional traders and traded a 5-lot of the September 27th 70-73 call credit spread and could have made $380 holding it till expiration. 10-lot would have been $760 in profit. In Visa, on September 26th, a trader could have followed one of these big trades that the professional institutional traders made. This was a very, very big trade. But you or I could have followed this and traded just a little tiny 5-lot of the 267.5, 270 put credit spreads and made $170 on a 5-lot. 10-lot could have been $340. In NVIDIA, on September 19th, the trader could have followed the trade trigger, followed one of these professionals, done the September 118, 120 call credit spreads, and made up to $370 on just a 5-lot. It's $740 on a 10-lot. Meet Chris from Mobile, Alabama. Chris was one of the first people to use Credit Spread Genius. And Chris says, as a busy professional, I like the credit spread alerts because they save me time researching trades. The nature of credit spreads also means that these alerts are not as time sensitive. I can check the alerts in between patients or at lunch and then quickly formulate a plan to execute the trade. So now let's get real here, right? Let's first talk about who this system is not for. Just to be clear, it's not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. It is just not that kind of strategy. This is about having a system that drives consistent overall results. And this is not for people who love spending hours and hours going through thousands and thousands of charts to hopefully, fingers crossed, find a halfway decent trade maybe. This is designed to save you time. Your time is valuable. I respect that. These trades can literally be made in a couple of minutes, not hours, because all the information just pops up in a browser window. And this is also not for wishy-washy procrastinators or overthinkers. Because look, wishy-washy people who see a good investment but can't make a decision to save their lives, they don't make good traders, right? But I know that's not you. You have that trader's mindset, that investor's mindset. You invested your time in being here today. Let me tell you who this is for. This is for you. If you want a true edge over the market, this is for you. If you want your trading to be easier and less time consuming, this is for you. If you have a busy schedule and can't be staring at your screen all day long, this is for you. If you can follow a few simple steps. And you know what? This is for you if you're willing to invest in yourself. Are you? Well, I want to invite you to join us and start using the Credit Spread Genius system right away. So first, you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius scanner. So every day, you'll get real-time alerts when the big institutions are trading high probability credit spreads. This simple scanner searches the universe of over 5,000 stocks for the setup and makes it possible to find the trades that you would never have access to without it. This is my easy-to-use alert system that instantly alerts you to the big institutional credit spread trades. You'll be following the smart money, so you never have to second-guess yourself in the market ever again. You get password access to real-time trade triggers sent directly from the Chicago Board Options Exchange. I have pulled some strings for you. I've negotiated a contract with the Chicago Board Options Exchange for you to get professional trade data that you cannot get from any other source. I repeat, you literally cannot get this from any other source. I, as a professional in this field, I pay for the data. And not only is it expensive, about $7,000 a month for professionals, but it's not available to non-professionals at any price until now. And the best part is it's all legal. When you sign up as yourself, a non-professional trader, and get access to these signals through this deal that I made with the exchange on your behalf. This is both powerful and it's really, really simple. So the closest thing to what I'm sharing with you today is what you might call an alert system. This is what one person who used Credit Spread Genius had to say about his experience. I've used other alert systems before. Mostly those are alerting naked long calls or puts, mostly way out of the money and seem like a lottery ticket. I never gained any ground with those. This credit spread alert seems different somehow. Like it tells more of what the big dogs are thinking. So yes, what I've created is different. You see, most alert systems, they simply don't work. Even the few credit spread scanners that are out there, oh, they boast high probability, but they're only doing the simple professor math. They don't have true high probability once you weigh it against the risk reward. They don't have a true edge. So I created a true high probability trading system with real edge that doesn't require constant attention, along with the training to screen, set up, and manage these trades, something that actually works. Now, I talked to my friends at the CBOE about how to get this data, and they built an algorithm just for me that scans the market every millisecond for trades that the smart money is making, and then pushes them out to you, our traders, in a password protected browser window. No one else on the planet has this technology. These alerts are truly different. You cannot get these from scanning with your brokerage firm. You literally cannot get these anywhere else. But the other important part of this is the proofreading process and the training on how to manage the trades. So I've created some bonuses for you. Let me ask you, when the plumber comes by for 30 minutes to fix a busted pipe, you're not paying him for his 30 minutes, are you? You want him to get it done. You're paying him for his 30 years of experience. So I decided to save you years of time and put everything that you need to know from my 30 years of experience into a few super short, quick, easy videos to get you up and running so you can start using Credit Spread Genius right away. This video training course reveals step-by-step exactly how and why the Credit Spread Genius system works, how to set up the trades, the filters and cross scans to optimize the strategy, and of course, targets and trade management. Because every step is laid out for you, trading Credit Spread Genius removes the emotion from your trading, making it much easier to get the results that you want. So what this means, first, you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius trade triggers, and you're also going to get the Credit Spread Genius Accelerator video course. Now, the bottom line is we know this can work for you because we're going to make sure you have all the training you need to make it work. Today, you will also get access to the archive of the Credit Spread Genius Bootcamp video course. You're going to get a complete drill down video training course on every single aspect of the Credit Spread Genius system to maximize your chances of success. In the bootcamp, I share how to easily confirm the technical setup to put more probability of winning on your side, how to read options data to identify high probability credit spreads, how to use volatility analysis and skew in your credit spread analysis, how to maximize your exits to even further boost your win rates, and how to make all this really simple. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll understand a simple approach to spread trading so that you can trade with a high probability of success, making the same trades that professional traders are making. The bootcamp is recorded for your convenience or just to review, and it covers everything you need to know to truly master the system. The Credit Spread Genius Bootcamp, that is a $3,750 value. When we sell these a la carte, that is what we would sell that for. So what that means is first, you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius trade triggers. You're going to get the Accelerator video course, and then you're going to get this whole big half-day boot camp that's been recorded for you. This is a total value of $7,750. Now, this is a bonus I'm super excited to share with you when you move forward with the Credit Spread Genius package. This is the MTM Spreadsheet Trade Tracker. This is my personal spreadsheet for monitoring all my trades. And I have put it into a template so that you can use too. Its formulas are designed to easily calculate all the trade criteria you need to analyze, trade, and manage your credit spreads, as well as other MTM proprietary trade setups besides credit spreads. I have made it so simple to track your trades in this sheet. It's like cheating. This is a $500 value, and it's yours today as part of your Credit Spread Genius Traders package. This amazing value is not just because of all the months of work I put into it based on my 30 years of experience. Not only that, but if you can manage your trades more effectively, make a couple extra hundred on your winners, lose a couple hundred less on your losers, and increase your win rate, this simple framework has the power to massively increase your bottom line. So that means you're going to get the trade triggers today. You're going to get up and running fast with the accelerator videos. You're going to have this completely mastered when you watch the bootcamp video. And you're going to make sure you're not missing a single step by going through the process that I laid out for you on the Spreadsheet Trade Tracker. Now, this bonus is designed to further keep you learning, keep you informed, and to keep you accountable. We call it office hours. The third Wednesday of every month, you'll join me online to check in, hear about the latest happenings in the market, what we're working on, and to get your questions answered on specific trades that you have on or are considering. Even questions about the Greeks, option pricing, the impact of macroeconomic events, anything else that keeps you moving forward towards your goals as a trader. So that means you're going to get the trade triggers, the accelerator videos, the boot camp, the Spreadsheet Trade Tracker, and we're going to hold you accountable. Once a month, you're going to stop by office hours and get your questions answered. Credit Spread Genius works on all platforms. Just open a simple browser window to deliver your trade triggers real time. There's no special software. You can trade on any platform. But you want to know what the best part of this is? It's what I call the working leverage. And here's what I mean by that. Typically, more leverage means more risk. In this case, less work means more return, that kind of leverage. You're leveraging your time. Look, I've spent a couple of years perfecting this. All right. I've done 50% of the work already for you. And now that that work is done, 48% of the work is just the trades pop up on your screen whenever an institutional trader makes one of those big professional trades. You just do 2% of the work and you get to keep 100% of the profits that you earn. Buy now. You can see why the Credit Spread Genius trading system is a steal even at $8,850. If all this did for you was just identify high probability trades to take your trading from where it is now to boosting your win rate so you can be consistent and not have the huge swings all too many traders experience, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? But today, you're going to get all that, all the bonuses as well. And it's not $8,850. Because you've made the investment of being here live and being one of my action trade takers, I believe that you're better than millions of other traders. Millions. And I want you to have the results that you deserve. Get started today for a small, easy investment of only $597. But you have to take massive action right now by going to markettaker.com/CSG123go. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/CSG. Now, a lot of times I say, hey, this is limited to the first 20 people or something like that. In fact, my marketing team tells me that I should limit this to 20 people. But you know what? I don't think that that is necessary. You're smart. I'm not going to do that. I actually want as many people to have this as possible. Because why? Why would I want as many people to have this as possible and give this gigantic discount? Well, admittedly, it's for kind of a selfish reason. Because you know what? Every year we strive to create 1,000 success stories. That's what we strive to create every year. And you know what? In order for us to find traders who can be successful, We're looking for the traders who see value and go for it, that have the trader's mentality, that have that investor's mentality, that invest in themselves, that are going to actually see this and use it and trade it. Because if you don't trade it, it doesn't do me any good. You're not one of my success stories. I want you to have this today, and I want you to start trading this tomorrow, and I want you to use this and to become one of our success stories. That is my goal. Now, what's next? I was not kidding. These trades, they come directly from the CBOE. In fact, as soon as you go to markettaker.com/CSG, you're first taken to the CBOE subscriber agreement from the exchange. Again, that's because of the deal I worked out with the exchange so that I pay for the data. And because you're a non-professional, only through me can you get this data. So they require everyone to complete this form first. This should be what you're seeing right now. If you're not, please go to markettaker.com/CSG and get your eyes on this. Also, when you fill this out, use the same email here that you'll use on the order form. Okay? If you're using, and if you're using PayPal, use the same email address for both. Now, as a reminder, when you go to markettaker.com/CSG right now and take action, invest in yourself, and move forward today, first you're going to get the Credit Spread Genius trade triggers. That's where it's at. You're going to get a username and password. You're going to click a button, type in the password, and a window opens, and you just see the trade alerts show up all day. Now, you got to know how to use it. And I'm going to get you up and running in literally minutes. Because today you're also getting the Credit Spread Genius Accelerator video course. That's going to get you up and running with just a few short little few minute videos. Next, traders that want to be one of my success stories. You want to be your own success story, you're going to put in the extra effort. You're going to go and you're going to watch the Credit Spread Genius Bootcamp video. It's a few hours long. You're going to get it and you're going to get it mastered. You know, you go through, do a little bit each day. Next, you're going to get the Spreadsheet Trade Tracker. That is a spreadsheet where all the data that you need to trade these, to follow that checklist, it's all on the spreadsheet so you can't make a mistake. I made it so easy for you. All you have to do is type in the information. And then we're going to hold you accountable, and we're going to keep you trading as best as you possibly can, because once a month, the third Wednesday of every month, you are going to attend office hours with Dan. All right. Now, I've got an extra bonus that's not on those slides. And I love this bonus. It's access to the MTM community chat room. The MTM community chat room is the best online chat room for option traders ever created. I'm a little biased, but it's great. It's such a nurturing community where traders share trade ideas. They help each other. Here's where I'm getting in this trade. Here's where I'm getting out. This is your lifeline and your access to more trade ideas and more help with your trading and more trader minds. This is a $297 value, and you're going to get that free today when you go to markettaker.com/CSG. Now, sometimes people say, Dan, I love this. I've got a small account and I want to grow it into a bigger account. This is for me. But the problem is I have a hard time coming up with the $597. Is there a way to finance this? And that answer is yes. You can use PayPal and just choose PayPal credit. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in Credit Spread Genius today when you check out using PayPal, and just simply choose PayPal credit. All you got to do is go to markettaker.com/CSG. Now, do you mind if I over deliver? When you go to markettaker.com/CSG, you're also getting a strategy session. I am going to have my trader success team call you on the phone, and they're going to have a 30-minute call with you about your trading. They're going to talk about what's working. They're going to talk about what you're struggling with, what's holding you back, and help you overcome what's holding you back. Together, you'll develop a plan to take your trading to the next level. They might even suggest what the next class is for you that can get you to that next level. Now, this is a $500 value. So with the trade triggers, the accelerator video course, the boot camp, the spread cheat trade tracker, and the weekly group coaching, you're also getting MTM community chat room so that you are in a community of traders going through the same things you are. And you're going to get that strategy call from our trader success team. That is a total value of $9,647. That's over 95% off. All right, now I'm going to take some questions, and then I'm going to actually let me take a minute to welcome some of the new folks who just joined us. Welcome and congratulations to George from Fremont, California. Welcome and congratulations. Welcome and congratulations to Estelle from Tacoma, Washington. Welcome, congratulations, nice work. Welcome and congratulations to Oliver from New Orleans, Louisiana. That's cool. All right. Welcome and congratulations to Walter from New York City, New York. Welcome and congratulations to James, who joined us with PayPal. And yeah, all right, let me get to the questions. Before I answer your questions, let me knock out a couple frequently asked questions. What if I can't install it properly? Well, you know what? There's nothing to install. Simply type your password into a browser window and it displays your trade triggers live in real time. Is it time consuming? No. Many traders have a busy schedule. I've designed Credit Spread Genius so you can literally trade this system in just a few minutes per trade. What if I can't figure it out? Well, you get both short videos in the accelerator course for reference, plus you get the boot camp video sharing everything you need to master credit spreads. Plus you get the MTM community chat room. You can just DM me or our other coaches or talk to some of our top students in there. And you get office hours with me once a month. You're gonna have this freaking mastered. Okay, what if I have a small account? Well, we talked about that. Do you like having a small account? No. You want to grow it into a bigger account, right? I mean, how are you going to do that? Work 80 hours of overtime? Why would you do that? How about trading consistently and profitably? Consistency is the most important criterion in all of this. All right, so now I'm going to take some more questions. Sterling says, how often do you get trades? Oh, we'll get, on a slow day, we might get 3 or 4 trades. On a busier day, we might get 8 to 12 trades. It's all whenever the professionals make the trades. So when there's a good setup for a credit spread, you're going to see it. Mark says, can we see the Credit Spread Genius looks like and how it works? Do you get like, hey, put this on today at this time, etc.? Yeah, and I had a screenshot of it here. Hold on a second. This is a screenshot that I took a while back here. This is literally just a picture of it from a couple months ago or something, a few months ago. So it just shows 685 PANW, June 23rd, 185, 190 put credit spreads traded at 54 cents. And there's a lot of other information here, including what the theoretical value was at the time, what exchange it traded on, the time right down to the millisecond, and where the stock was at the time, and even what the prices were on each leg. So you're going to see those pop up, but you're going to cherry pick them. You know, you're not going to trade every single one. You're going to cherry pick them, Mark, and just trade the best of them. And the way you determine that is what you learn in the accelerator video course and the boot camp video. It shows you exactly how to screen them. Kuldip says how to place a credit spread trade. Oh yeah, that's all covered in the boot camp video, the accelerator videos. You're gonna completely understand all of this. Are your trades always close to expiration? Good question. No, not always. In fact, today, I believe it was today, there were some trades that expire in November. I would say maybe 2/3 of them have less than 2 weeks until expiration. Occasionally, you see some that expire tomorrow, but occasionally you see some that don't expire for 2 months. Credit spreads tend to be better when they have less than 6 weeks until expiration. You get a higher theta. So I screen out any that have more than, I think it's 4 months until expiration. I don't even want to see those. Andre says, is a credit spread synonymous with a short vertical spread? Yes, it sure is. A short vertical spread or selling a spread. Yep, short vertical spread, exactly. Or bear call spread, bull put spread, even though I don't like those terms because they're not really bullish or bearish. You guys are asking great questions. We just had a couple more people join us. Welcome and congratulations to Cheyenne from Austin, Texas. That is awesome. Welcome and congratulations to Shalady. Nice work. Shalady joined with PayPal. Welcome and congratulations to Billy out of North Carolina. Welcome and congratulations to Daniel. You guys are doing great. Welcome and congratulations to Jake. You guys are doing awesome. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to join us? It's important. Mark says, is the trade done inside Market Taker or we trade in our own app? Let's say RBC Questrade. Yes, you trade it in your own app. You're getting these trade triggers. You'll see, like, here, let's get that screen back again. Here's how it's going to work. You're going to have this open. You can pull it up on your phone or a tablet or another screen on your computer. And all of a sudden, this trade pops up. Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go through the steps that I lay out in the accelerator videos and the bootcamp video, and you're going to screen it to see if it meets your criteria. Because you're going to cherry pick. You're not going to make, this had 4 trades by lunchtime on this day. You're not going to make them all. You're going to pick the best of the best. And you're going to pick the ones that go with your market, opinion, if you have one. You don't have to have a market opinion, but if you do, you're going to pick the ones that you want to trade. So when you see one and you screen it, then you open up your brokerage account and you make the trade. We are empowering you, okay? I could make the trades for you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not a broker, right? If you just wanted somebody to do it for you, you'd hire a broker. You're here because you want to empower yourself. Am I right? Am I? You want to control your own destiny. And I'm putting that power into your hands, onto your computer screen. and making it extremely easy to follow through with. How long will this opportunity be available? I have to discuss it with my wife before making a decision. That's a fair point, Sterling. It's going to be available. I mean, do it tonight, right? Unless your wife is like, you know, living in another state or something. But do it tonight. When we finish this call, I'm going to leave this page up for a bit, talk to the wife, and if she wants you to start trading better, she wants you to start out with a trade idea, she wants you to start out following what professional traders do and have a course that goes with it to teach you to make you a better trader, that's what she wants, I think it's going to be an easy sell, right? Not that you have to sell it to the wife, you know, but yeah, you know, you're going to talk to her about it. I think she's going to be very excited about this. But knock it out tonight. All right. Very, very important. Knock it out tonight. Do I have to install special software? Nope. No special software to install. If you can open up a browser window like, you know, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever, and you can type, even if you type with one finger, you can do this. You're going to trade in your brokerage account, not through Market Taker. Okay. So nothing, no special software. Will this work with my trading platform? Absolutely. If your trading platform allows you to trade options and gives you a stock chart, this will work with your trading platform. How many trades come through in a day? I mentioned this before. Slower days, could be 2 or 3. Busier days where there's a lot of great credit spreads that the pros are making, could be 8 to 12. I've seen both. Sterling, you are welcome. Yeah, it is an awesome opportunity. That I can promise you. Should I follow every single trade? Nope, definitely not. You know, there's some traders who are like, hey, you know, I'm bullish on the market. There's a call credit spread, but I think the market's going to go up. You skip that one. That's fine. Or, you know, there's some where you like your risk tolerance might be, you know, that's too risky of a trade for me. You skip that one. That's fine. Can I access it from my mobile device? Absolutely, you can access it from your mobile device. Yes, yes, yes. Any place that you can get a browser, and you know, I've got an iPhone. I can click on Safari, I can click on Chrome, and I can access it right here. Easy, easy. What if I miss a trade? Well, you might miss a trade. Most of the time, you know, it depends on how much you miss it by. If you're on vacation and the trade was last week, well, okay, you missed it. What are you going to do? But if you see the trade like an hour later, like, oh, geez, I was, you know, I had to perform brain surgery on somebody. I didn't see this trade, but now I see it. Okay, if it's an hour late, 9 times out of 10, they're still valid trades. So yeah, don't worry about missing a trade. How long will it take me to learn the system? Once you go through the accelerator video course, you're going to be up and running like really, really fast. And that's just like a few videos. I forget how many it is. Some like 4 videos, just tells you exactly what you need. They're like less than 10 minutes long, easy. Is the boot camp recorded? Yes, the boot camp was done a while back. It is all recorded, so you can watch it at any time that is convenient for me. If it doesn't work for me, how do I cancel? Am I locked into a long-term contract? Very good question. I didn't mention that. I forgot to. Easy. So look, I'm like you, right? I attend webinars online and classes and all that. I'm into self-improvement. I don't attend option trading webinars. I've been doing this 30 years. but I attend other types of webinars so that I can improve myself. And when somebody comes to me with an amazing deal to invest in myself at like a fraction of what the normal value would be if it was a la carte, I think to myself, oh, okay, so it's $597 the first 3 months, which is actually less than $200 a month. Oh my gosh, I'm like giving this away. But okay, nonetheless, $597 for the first quarter, the first 3 months. That's the trial price, right? What happens after the first quarter? Oh, then it probably goes full price. And I think to myself, yeah, well, I'll try it out. If I have something like this and I make $5,000 trading it or $10,000, I'll renew at $3,000. But you know what? That's baloney. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe in that for me, and I don't believe in that for you. So after when you join today for just $597, less than $200 a quarter, after the first 3 months, you get to renew at that same $597 every quarter that you choose to stay enrolled. There's no long-term contracts. You're not locked into anything. Cancel anytime, no questions asked. But 87 days from today, you're going to get an email that says, are you enjoying Credit Spread Genius? Do you want to renew and keep getting these trade ideas every day? And I mean, over 3 months with a bunch of trades to pick through every day, even if you make just 3 of these trades a week, how much can you make in 3 months? What can your profit be in 3 months? Right? So let's say after 3 months you made $3,000. Let's be, $3,000, $5,000. Well, if you have that trader or investor mentality, you're going to want to renew at $597. If I can pay $597 and get $3,000 in 1 quarter, I'm going to do that every quarter until I die, right? That's because I'm a trader and I'm an investor, and I understand the idea of you invest something small and you get something big in return from it. So if that works for you, I think you're going to be like a lot of our student traders, and you're going to be in this for the rest of your life too. You don't have to be, but I think you will be. And if you don't want to be, that's cool too. No questions asked. If you make updates and improvements to the scanner, will I get those? Absolutely. I just made an update to one of the scanners a couple weeks ago. Nobody even saw it. It just magically better trades show up. Do I have to have a big account to trade these? Nope. Any size account will work. Will I be at risk of being assigned? There's potential, but I'll tell you, I have never gotten assigned. I've been trading this for a few years now. I've never gotten assigned. By the time that short option is deep enough in the money to get assigned, unless there's a big, huge, massive gap, you should be able to trade out of that trade and close it to eliminate your risk. It's not impossible to get assigned, but it's extremely unlikely. I can't afford the $597 right now. Is there another way to pay? Yep. Just go to PayPal. When you go to marketticker.com/CSG, go to PayPal, choose PayPal credit, and just finance it through PayPal. I mean, you might be able to have the whole thing paid off before the first payment's due. Maybe, right? How long will this offer be available to me? If you're asking that, I question how much of a trader you are, right? I do understand and respect that, some people have the arrangement where, hey, you know what? I have to talk to my husband or my wife or whatever. We make decisions over $500 together. Totally cool. But go talk to them. Don't drag your feet. Don't wonder and twiddle your thumbs. Make the decision. Right now is the time, man. I mean, if you could have a trading system that is reliable and works consistently, when do you want to start trading it? After, you sleep on it for, 40 days and 40 nights, or right now and earn compound profits? Will other traders be able to see the same trades and act on them? Good question. Only traders who have invested in themselves and signed up for Credit Spread Genius. No other trader will see these trades. It's not even possible. It might be possible if you hire a team of people to go through all the option data. It would cost you a lot of money to find these trades, tens of thousands of dollars. But instead, these are just going to pop up on your screen. Okay, great questions. Had a few more people join us. Mac, Jesse, Omar. I probably missed somebody. For those of you who did just join us, please check the email that you signed up with and make sure you see the emails from us. One of them has a username and password and a link to click to get to the student portal. If you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. Yeah, if you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. It is there. And log in. Knock out a couple of those accelerator videos right now. Get yourself logged into the chat room and say hello. Make your presence known. And be ready to trade Credit Spread Genius. Welcome. All right, that being said, have a great rest of your day. Congratulations to all of our new Credit Spread Geniuses. And trade smart. We'll catch you next time. Bye.